Today, we are journeying into the danger zone with 2 new complicated Top Gun pilot's watches from IWC that will take your breath away. Okay, enough Top Gun puns. Focus, Zach. IWC has brought forth 2 new stealth Ceratanium references, the IWC Big Pilot's Watch Perpetual Calendar Top Gun Ceratanium and the IWC Pilot's Watch Timezoner Top Gun Ceratanium, the first Timezoner to be introduced in the innovative material. Each of the 2 new watches leverage tactical black aesthetics, with matte black Ceratanium cases that blend the structural integrity of titanium with the scratch resistance afforded by ceramic. The IWC Big Pilot's Watch Perpetual Calendar Top Gun Ceratanium has a 46.2mm case, 15.4mm thick, that offers 60 meters of water resistance further secured by a large screw-down crown. The matte black dial has a grain texture and hosts a superbly laid out perpetual calendar display, framed by a gray outer minutes track, hour Arabics, and hour indices. At 12 o'clock, you have a dual moon phase display that depicts the moon from both the northern and southern hemispheres. At 9 o'clock, a running seconds register framed by a stepped day indicator. At 6 o'clock, a register indicating the current month. And at 3 o'clock, a power reserve indicator framed by a stepped date indicator. You'll also find an aperture to the left of the register at 6 that displays the current year. All the hands are rendered in a tactical black color, but the red-tipped hands are all tied to the perpetual calendar indications, and the white superluminova-filled hands are each tied to the time display and power reserve indication. I may have buried a leading element of the Big Pilot's Watch Perpetual Calendar Top Gun Ceratanium. It is the first watch to debut an all-new case-matching bracelet made of Ceratanium, secured to the wrist via its twin-trigger folding clasp. The bracelet is approximately 30% lighter than its equivalents in stainless steel. The beauty of this perpetual calendar watch is its hassle-free system, which utilizes a single nightly switching impulse from the base movement to drive the perpetual calendar. Its mechanical programming automatically recognizes different month lengths and leap years, which means it will require no correction until the year 2100. You'll also be glad to know that the moon phase indication is so precise that it will only deviate by 1 day after 577.5 years. Pretty darn incredible. Its IWC manufactured automatic caliber 52615 boasts 7 days of power reserve thanks to its 2 barrels and can be viewed beneath the tinted sapphire exhibition caseback. Next up, we have the IWC Pilot's Watch Timezoner Top Gun Ceratanium, which, as I mentioned before, is the first Timezoner to be introduced in Ceratanium, as well as the first Timezoner to be introduced into the Top Gun collection. It is a tad smaller than the new perpetual calendar, clocking in at 46mm in diameter with a thickness of 15.1mm. In terms of its depth rating, they are equally matched, with the Timezoner also rated to 60 meters, further secured by a large screw-down crown as well. Working from the outboard in on the black dial, you have a gray outer minutes track that frames a stepped central medallion, which hosts hour Arabics, a black-on-white date complication at 3, and a 24-hour display at 12. The ingenious aspect of this watch is its bezel-tied world timer functionality. First, you rotate the bezel until the triangle index at 12 aligns with the location on the bezel that best matches your current time zone, and then proceed to set the current time and date via the crown. Once set, as you travel, you simply rotate the bezel to the next desired time zone, and the hour hand, 24-hour display, and even the date will correct itself backwards and forwards in 1-hour increments to match your new location. Of course, this is made possible thanks to its IWC manufactured automatic caliber 82760. Also visible beneath a tinted sapphire caseback, it features 60 hours of power reserve and, like the perpetual calendar, a Peloton winding system that is fitted with virtually wear-free ceramic components. The IWC Pilot's Watch Timezoner Top Gun Ceratanium is paired with a black rubber strap that has a black textile upper to maintain the tactical aesthetic of the watch. If you like either of these watches, I wouldn't hesitate on making an inquiry. The perpetual calendar will be limited to 150 pieces annually, and the Timezoner limited to 500 pieces annually. And, if you do purchase the watch, be sure to register it under the My IWC Care program to benefit from a 6-year extension to the standard 2-year international limited warranty. Thank you for watching, and be sure to subscribe to the Time+Tide channel for all the latest watch content and reviews.